Cratesgiving, it's a great time right around Thanksgiving. Started off the tradition last year by giving away a bunch of free beats on my SoundCloud to rappers who couldn't really afford my services, whether it be just to buy the beats or come to the studio or whatever. So figured to give back. Why not drop a bunch of free beats, see what happens. The response was amazing. Literally 7-8 rappers within the first day or two recorded remixes to some of the beats, even with tags on the beats, just recorded, sent them back to me. About 2 of those tracks dropped right away. The response to those tracks was great. So I figure, how could I keep the tradition going this year, but in a bigger way? To make the tradition even bigger for the second year, I figure, why not release the music officially to all platforms? A lot of people aren't up on just SoundCloud or YouTube. People now are on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, everything you can imagine. I wanted this music to be there. So I put 6 tracks together, all themed and named around Thanksgiving, dropped it. The response again was incredible. Over the few days after it came out, rappers had reached out. They had streamed the music, they had downloaded, they had recorded freestyles. Some have started sending them back to me. And maybe for next year I'll put out like an entire Cratesgiving album with the best of the tracks of all the rappers and singers that have sent to me over the past year and a half. It's really been a blessed process, giving away these tracks basically for free and then providing them on the streaming sites. It also got my name out there. I'll talk more about that after the jump. In a new era of social media and branding, hence the reason why I'm even doing this podcast, to be honest, people thought that I would just get my thoughts out more, speak more on some of the music that I've been doing, let people a little bit more into the world of digital crates. So, starting with that, just want to say for many years now I've been a vegetarian. So if you look at the titles of the Cratesgiving project, all the names are vegetarian dishes that I can eat on Thanksgiving because I don't really grub on the turkey, you know what I'm saying? If you look at the tracks, they all have pretty funny names. Cranberry sauce, greens, the yams, celebration roast, which is like a fake turkey tofu kind of thing you can get at the supermarket, usually good supermarkets like Wegmans. So you pick up a celebration roast. And obviously you want to have, your pumpkin pie at the end. So all the beats are actually named and titled after things that a vegetarian would eat on Thanksgiving. So with that insight, let's play this next track. My favorite dish on Thanksgiving and around the holidays is stuffing, obviously. It's so good. There's a million different ways you can make it. It's just a great recipe my family's been trying with apples and onions. Believe it or not, that sounds crazy, but it's the most amazing stuffing you could have. Some of my friends call it cornbread dressing, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to shout out some of my peoples and name the stuffing track on this album, Cornbread Dressing. You know, you say potato, I say potato, I say tomato, you say tomato. It's really all the same. At the end of the day, it's not about what you eat. It's about who you're eating it with and getting together with people that you respect and admire and love, whether it's family or friends on Friendsgiving, which is also an amazing tradition. So, you know, pick up this Cratesgiving project. There's no raps, there's no singing on it. It's just beats, just instrumentals. And it's really to create a vibe for the holidays while you're cooking your meal, while you're eating your meal, or after your meal when you're just trying to kick back and relax a little bit. It's really inspirational, cool, hip-hop vibes, all instrumental. Check it out now on all streaming platforms, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music. You can also download it on iTunes. If you're in Canada, you can get it on Juno Download. If you're overseas, it's also on a bunch of different streaming sites that you can get from your own specific countries. So yeah, you can go to my website, thedigitalcrates.com. Check out more information. You're tuned in right now to the Crates Talk podcast. Thank you all for joining me today, talking about my Cratesgiving project. And here we go with another song. Along with Cratesgiving, I worked on this album for the holidays with Minister Jamie Knight called Have a Blessed Christmas. So I'm going to spin one of these songs right now. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I did like an up-tempo swing arrangement with a hip-hop vibe. And I got the Young King to put a rap verse on here with Jamie singing on the hooks. It's a really special holiday project. The lyric video is out now, which I also directed. It's kind of like an animation Santa Claus vibe, so definitely go to YouTube and check that out. Santa Claus featuring the Young King. This is Minister Jamie Knight, produced by Digital Crates for RawLife Records. You're tuned into the Crates Talk podcast. More about the Cratesgiving project right after this jump. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Merry Christmas. You better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, the holidays, I miss you so. Grandmama cooking kisses under mistletoe. We need the presents, the lack of love will never show. Tell the kids sleep tight, Santa on the road. Holiday photos, hit a silly pose. We love the lights, we gotta hit the city, bro. Santa in the chimney flow, they don't hit me though.
Better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus
RawLife Records project that I'm really excited about producing, Normal Jean. You can check her out online at Queen Jean, KWEENGENE, or All Things Jean on Instagram or Twitter. She's a really cool soul artist from Philly, and we cooked up this classic right here. Everybody seems to really take to this song when we play it. It's called John Lennon, produced by myself, on the Outspoken album, which is also available on all streaming platforms, Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, for sale on iTunes. And you can hit up Normal Jean herself in the Philly area if you're local. She has autographed, one-of-one signed hard copies. Check that out now. Again, this is John Lennon by Normal Jean. You're tuned into the Crates Talk podcast. Let's get it.
Eventually it crossed my mind and my hi-hat proceeded to bring me the vibe that I needed. Damn, it feels alright. Baby, take your time with that to say. Let's make it last. Then he lay back on the bed. He lit the white paper and passed it. But I still want some more again and again and again. Listening to John Lennon. I double calling, I'm imitating John Lennon. You know the story, we just got to let it. They just let it be John Lennon. I double calling, now you're imitating John Lennon. You know the story, we just got to let it. Please just let it be. Rolling Stone. I bet you never know this is the last time. But it is Rolling Stones. I bet you never know this is the last time. It is.
Alright, we're about to wrap up this podcast with a double shot. 2 tracks right here from the Cratesgiving project. That's the theme of this podcast today, was Cratesgiving. How to give back at the holidays if you work in the music business. A lot of artists, what they do is they'll put out a song or an album or do a big concert, something with the proceeds going to charity. I'm really proud of one of the artists on our label who recently did a major charity event for childhood cancer awareness. We've also been looking into doing something special for the holidays, similar to a toy drive, but mainly for kids that are in the hospital dealing with, cancer and battling with that sickness. And it's just terrible that some of these kids have to go through it. So part of this process of putting out the Cratesgiving project was to start giving back to the music community, people who can't afford really studio time or beats, but might have, a cheap microphone and a laptop, or at least a place where they have a friend where they can go record for the low. I just wanted to make sure to put out music out there every year that's either affordable or free. In this case, you can get 6 beats for $6, or you could stream on any online service, even YouTube, for free. Check it out. Digital Crates, Cratesgiving. Thank y'all so much for tuning in right now to the Cratesgiving podcast edition of Crates Talk. This was really cool for y'all to understand the mental behind giving back to the community, whatever community you're in or whatever community you care about. Make sure to give back, create, share more music. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Peace.